Hey everyone, it's Karissa from Shining Light on Minnesota. We're going to do things a little bit different today. So today I have our producer John Brickweg. We are going to tell everybody a little bit about why we're here. Welcome, John.
Thanks for having me, Karissa. I was just telling Karissa I'm like kind of nervous, even though it's just us, the camera. There's nothing else to worry about. But it's fun to be on this side of the camera.
Yeah, we're not normally doing this. So kind of when we got started, John, we were doing Shining Light a little bit before you came on, and you came on full force, and we love having you here. You have some questions, so let's get rolling.
Yeah, for sure. So everyone, we wanted to kind of like pull back the curtain, and I was like, it'd be cool to get to know our host or hostess a little bit more,
And get to know you too.
Yeah,
Behind the scenes, man. Yeah.
What's this podcast that we're doing? What's the why with it? And yeah, just dive deeper. So let's dive in. I want to go to your roots. I want to start there. So tell us about your upbringing, like where you grew up, your family, all of that. Let's dive in.
Absolutely. So I was born and raised in Minnesota, homegrown Minnesota, born in Austin, grew up in Rochester, grew up playing golf. Golf was my life. Obviously, I've talked a lot about golf in all the podcasts, which golf is my heart and soul. Played all my life. Played elementary, played junior high, played college, golf, a lot of golf. Golf has gotten me through a lot of things like we've always talked about, which is a lot of fun. It's kind of one of those things when you play golf, whether you're having a good day, bad day, or no matter what you're doing, golf can get you through things. So played in high school, played in college, was supposed to go play pro, ended up having some kids, took some time off, and decided, hey, I'm getting back into this crazy thing.
Yeah.
So after having the kids, they grew up a little bit, got back into it, enjoying it. Now you can hit the shots and say, hey, if it's a bad shot, I'm doing it again. So work life, golf life, now they kind of go together. So it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah. Before I even saw Karissa, like when I first started, as you can see, we have these wonderful wall wraps that we do. And in her office, it's this. Well, tell us about it. What is it? Is that in Ireland? Is that the golf course?
Yep. So my other office that I had was Old Head of Kinsale. Cool. My father's dying wish before he passed away was to go to Ireland. So my goal was to kind of go to Ireland, bring Ireland to him. So I FaceTimed with him before he passed away, said, hey, Dad, I'm in Ireland. Took some of his golf balls. He was a big golfer, played professional baseball when he was younger, but took his golf balls that had his name engraved on them and hit him into the wild Atlantic Ocean at every golf course that we played. So Old Head of Kinsale, if you haven't played there, is by far Pebble Beach on steroids. It's the most amazing, beautiful course you've ever been to. Every single hole is like oh my God, this is amazing. But that was on my wall on one side. Pebble Beach is my number one bucket list course on the other side. So kind of had the one place I've been to and one place I want to go to.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, and you play golf too.
I go out and have fun.
Yeah.
Like it's just enjoying the nature. I wouldn't say like golf.
Right.
I'm not that good, but unlike you, it's tell us about that though. Like, do you remember the first time you stepped onto the golf course? Was that with your dad? Like, do those things go hand in hand?
Oh yeah. Yep. So I have older brothers. I've always played a lot of sports. Basketball, volleyball, softball, everything with the ball when I was growing up.
How many brothers do you have?
I have two older brothers.
Cool.
So very competitive.
Yeah.
Since my dad played professional sports, he played professional baseball, basketball, could have played football in any one of those. Sports was a big thing growing up, obviously. Very competitive.
Yeah.
Both my brothers played a lot of sports. So anytime I was around, a ball was in my hand, no matter what I did. Very competitive, like I said. But yeah, so golf for me was kind of one of those things that you can do for yourself. You're always improving yourself. Other team sports, you're out there with a team. But no matter what you do in golf, it's kind of a passion, but you are always improving yourself and you can play it for the rest of your life. Unlike everything else, obviously it's not great for your knees, not great for your back, but you're out there with nature. You're out there on a beautiful day. You're seeing a lot of scenery. You can shut your phone off, which is huge.
Yeah.
Especially in my life with the work, with all the kids, everything like that.
Take off the Apple Watch.
Yeah, you take everything off, you put it down, you're out there. Unless you see something, you kind of want to take a picture, right? You see turtles crossing, or you see...
That's the one exception.
You see great pictures, or you see great scenery, you're doing it. So yes, yes, I've been playing it all my life, was out there with my dad. Kind of a funny story, and I tell everybody this. if you know my dad, he's 6'4", big guy. He was a sergeant in the army, kind of boisterous.
Yeah.
Louder voice. This is pretty funny, but he is not quiet. Golf, you can't tell people things, right? So he tries to give advice. You can't give advice when you're on a golf course or you're going to get disqualified. So he's always like, hey, Karissa, you've got to hit it left. It's dog leg right. You got to do this. You got to do that. I'm like, Dad, you can't do this. I'm going to get disqualified. Like, just go stand out to the right. Like, I love having you here. I want you here, but I'm going to get disqualified. I want your advice, but you can't do it. So
Yeah.
he would always go stand out beside a tree out to the right. Sure enough, I know he's there. I want him there. So where am I going to hit the ball? Out to the right where he's at. I'm like, all right, Dad, you're not hiding behind a tree because you're 6'4", you're pretty big. So sure enough, he'd go to the middle then and try to hide behind a stake. I'm like, you're 6'4", you're hiding behind a teeny tiny little tree, trying to make it like you're hiding. You're not hiding. So no matter where he was, I would always find him. So now to this day, whenever there's people on a golf course, where do you think I hit it? No matter who they are, hit it right to the people. So it's kind of like dead aim golf, no matter what. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's hard when people are out to the golf course. I always just hit it to people, no matter what I do. But
he's on your team,
Yeah. Yep.
Wow.
So yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yes. So tell me a little bit about your upbringing, because people want to know that too, the man behind the scenes.
Yeah. I'm the youngest of 6 kids.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Which, I for sure am the youngest. Like the youngest child versus middle versus oldest. No, but I've always enjoyed that that aspect, and then just getting to have relationships with older siblings. It's it gives you an unfair advantage. I don't know if you could speak to that, but I mean, just with your competitiveness and like desire to grind. It's like you can see how that's worked out. And so apparently, right, it's like you like in the womb, in your mom's womb, like there's like you get certain of the like aspects from your older siblings too, like in you, so it's like
you get the best of both worlds.
You really
right?
do. You really do. So and then I grew up in Minnesota as well. I grew up in Burnsville, little suburb there, and I love it. I love the like Minnesota, the Twin Cities, going up up north. That's our hidden gem.
Yes,
it really is. So just
it's kind of like a big small town. It really is.
Yep. So, and I wanted to ask you for, talking about golf, talking about your competitiveness.
Yes.
You are very competitive. I can speak to that.
I
It's true.
Yeah.
Which I like am able to see, like you take that into your business.
Yeah.
Into your work. Is that just like a natural like transfer for you, or was that some like were there skills you kind of had to like build up there in terms of like translating that competitiveness to business?
I think it's always been something in me. It's always a drive. Like I've always had the hunt in me. I've always had the passion in me. I always wake up hungry. Not a lot of people have that.
Yeah.
I can honestly see everybody's different. Everybody wants something different.
Yeah.
But in my life, the way I was raised, you always have to go for what you want, which is very important. Not a lot of people. Some people wake up and just expect things handed to them.
Yeah.
With having both of my parents working all their life, you have to work for what you want.
Yeah.
You have to really dive in deep and go after what you want. But I also was taught that everybody is equal in life. So if you want something, you have to go for it. You have to figure out what you want, but you have to try to find different ways to go for it. So what works today might not work tomorrow.
Yeah.
So let's try and find something new. Let's think outside the box to also go for it. So whatever works today might not work tomorrow. So if you're going for something today that's working, let's try to double it or triple it tomorrow. So figure out what that is and just hunt for it. Just go out and get it and try to always work harder than everybody else.
What did your parents do?
My dad was in telecommunications for a really long time. He was a regional and district manager. He set multiple goals. So he started the cell phone business before the cell phone business was even around. So when people had bag phones, I had a bag phone. So that tells how long ago the cell phone business was even around. When he started the cell phone business, a lot of the stadiums that were around were like the Midwest Wireless Stadium. It was before Verizon was around. Then he rolled into Verizon and he rolled into all of those places. So that was kind of fun to see. It was kind of fun to be one of those kids that had a big bag phone, and then the first
Be
mobile
kinda on the
phone
cutting
before
edge.
before everybody else did. Yeah, the
Yeah.
cutting edge. So when people say, "Hey, I know technology," I'm like, I can help. I know how to do that. I started getting into that world before that was there. My mom was in the newspaper business, which got me into the newspaper business, which got me into the wall business, the graphic design, the ad design, all of that as well too. So kind of where my background came from. So yes, yep. So it's a lot of fun to see the growth in newspaper. It's interesting when people come up to me. It's kind of hard when they say, "Hey, do you want to do print?" Because print's kind of a dying breed, even though it's not.
And it's so close to your heart.
It is.
Yeah.
I know. I've been around it all my life, but when there's technology, which I've been around, and there's print, which I've been around, it's kind of a catch-22. Yes. Yeah.
And so I also wanted to ask you so growing up in Austin,
Super small town.
yeah, super small. Like, what was kind of that? Was there any like cultural like things, like whether that's like food or anything that you remember like growing up that like you feel like is unique to your like hometown home
I moved
place?
out of Austin when I was really, really young, but
Okay.
obviously Austin is Hormel. Hormel is bacon spam.
Yeah.
But I moved to Rochester when I was probably in first grade. So Rochester's home of Mayo Clinic.
Yeah.
So you have spam, bacon. I didn't really like spam, and I still don't to this day, but I like meat. So whenever anybody says, "What's your favorite?" I mean, I'm a meat person.
Cool.
Steak, seafood too, but mostly meat. Steak, high-end steak is probably my favorite.
Favorite.
So yeah.
High taste.
What about you? What's your favorite food?
Oh my gosh, I don't think I can beat steak.
I know.
Yeah,
Like
steak.
a really, really good
my
Wagyu
gosh.
steak, like perfectly cooked, melt in your mouth. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't. And then for breakfast too, right? Like steak and
Absolutely.
eggs.
You can't.
Delicious.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Yep.
good. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm also a sucker for pasta for sure. Like well done Italian pasta.
Got
Oh
it.
my gosh, so good.
Have you ever been to Italy? Have you ever had?
I have.
Have
yeah.
you?
I,
There you
I was
go.
fortunate enough to do a study abroad in Italy.
Yes.
So
Perfect.
yeah, you like there'll be restaurants, or chefs. You like try their food and.
But there's no food
very
like
good.
Italian
But
food.
you
from
go
what
there
people say.
and
Yes.
exactly
Yeah.
right. It's it's the whole like New York thing too
Yeah.
of like there's something in the water that just
People
makes
have to travel.
right. You just gotta try it. You
Yes.
gotta and that's like something even though like we're more connected today globally than
Yep.
ever before, right? It's like there's still something unique to a place and to a people,
Yes.
and that's really that's the treasure of getting to
Yes.
travel is getting to
think-
experience those different things that make it unique.
That's the one thing that people don't realize. Like you can try to copy something or you can try to replicate it. Mm-hmm. But until you actually go there, see the people, meet the people, see the lifestyle, see the walls, get into the heart and soul of whether it's the company
Yeah.
or the culture or the lifestyle.
Yeah.
Even if you just go there and you don't meet the people or see the heart behind it, you
Right.
don't actually understand it.
Right.
So you have to travel. You have to
Yeah.
get in there and do it.
Yeah, I feel like that's why there's been, in the last number of years, the word like authenticity, right? Like
very
that's
much.
just been like become such a buzzword because, there's definitely that craving for it,
Yeah.
and that's I'd say something like that's a fruit of this podcast, is like seeking that, like, hey, this is like we're not hiding, like this is
No.
who we are, and we want to learn more about you, and shining light on Minnesota.
And that's kind of part of the reason, my intentional reason for doing the podcast. And a lot of people ask me, hey, why are you doing it? Or what's the point of it? And one of the main reasons why I started it back before you even came on was I'm around so many people every single day.
Yeah.
I do so many different things. I'm absolutely everywhere through a day. I could be seen.
It's true. It's
I
true.
could be
She
in front
is.
of like thousands of people. I'm at
Yeah.
6 or 7 events most days, thousands of people. And a lot of times people come up to me and they're like, hey, you're the sun control girl. Hey, you're Karissa. And I'm obviously right away looking for a logo. And
Yeah.
if they see me, sometimes I'll be dressed up and I might not have a logo on. If I have a name tag on, that's great. But they won't have one and I won't know who they are. And I feel terrible about it. I really do. If I don't know you, I'm sorry. But for doing the podcast, I want to be more intentional. I want to get to know people. I want to know them. I want to know their story. So doing this, I get to know you. I get to know your story, but it's also a way to give back. So doing the podcast not only gets business owners in here, it lets them share their story, but it also helps them. It helps their business, but it also lets the viewers know who they are as a person.
Yeah.
And then it goes out in our newsletter, which is a huge bonus, right?
Yeah, it is.
So
yeah,
it
a lot of people see that.
it helps when I'm out and about and I'm like, hey, you're on your podcast, but how are your kids? Or how's that huge opportunity that you had? Or just something simple. Hey, did you have that grilled cheese sandwich at the downtown shop that you like? Or
Yeah.
how's your new branch that you opened up? Or just the little things that I really want to know about you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that kind of is a great segue too, because I wanted to add, like give you the opportunity to share like with the viewers like what your hope is for the podcast, like for maybe like next year and then next 5 years, you know, even too, of just.
So my hope, obviously, when we started out was to help people, and it still always is, but my goal for the next year is to obviously to grow, right? Mm-hmm. I want to grow, but I want to be more intentional. I want to have anybody that has a tie to Minnesota, whether it's business owners or just people that have a story to tell. I love hearing people's stories.
Yeah.
I love hearing people that have made a difference. I love having people that have overcome obstacles or just have a touching story to tell. Business owners or not, if you're out there and you want to share your story, get a hold of me. I want to, right now, I want to make a difference. It's my why is helping people. So that's my goal for this year. 5 years, obviously, is growth. I want to be intentional, but I want to connect more people, and I'm a connector. I want to say, hey, you were on my podcast here. Here's a great person. When I have people on that don't have a job, or when I have people that are struggling, I can start connecting more people.
Yeah.
The more growth, the better. So, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And one thing I'd love to add in to that on the production side of things is I'm sure like longtime viewers will have noticed that we've probably done 4 or 5 mobile podcasts this year.
Yep.
So that was just we were gonna be having a guest on the podcast who their work is very very much integral in terms of the exact space that they're in.
Yes.
So we went mobile and we met them there. And so I want to throw that out there too. Mm-hmm. Like if anyone's listening who would have an interest to be on the podcast, whether you're like a interior designer and want us to like bring us in to like
showcase your site.
Yes, showcase the site or like a living room you've even done.
Give a tour.
Yeah, give a tour and
Or you're a cook and you want to showcase your food. We can come and try your food. Yeah,
I would love to come and eat some of your food.
Yes. Yep.
Carissa too.
Yes, absolutely. Or if you're a fitness guru and you want us to come and try out equipment, we can do that. We like trying different things.
Yes.
We've met a professional wrestler at a food truck. Yeah. We've done a golf course and hit golf balls. Mm-hmm. We're up for anything. Yes. So it's been kind of fun.
It's been super fun. And we'd love to, that's kind of that. We'd love to, showcase your work in an even more intentional way. So
try new things.
Yeah,
we're up for. I mean, I've gone skydiving. We'll try things.
I'm not going to skydive, but Carissa will. Yep. But Carissa will. So skydiving podcast. We'll figure out the audio somehow.
Yes. Yep.
I'll YouTube it.
Yes. So another thing that we wanted to kind of point out, and I think it's really unique for us, is I've had people that watch our podcasts. So they're on YouTube, they're on Apple, they're on Spotify, that have met and found customers through it. They're like, hey, I saw you on Carissa's podcast. She's a really good friend of mine, and this is what I've learned about you. And this has brought me business. This has been more intentional for me because this has brought me to you. And I think that that's a really great key to have too. Like, hey, I know you're a small business owner, and I know this about you, and this is something we have in common, or just little things like that too. Yeah. So it's even without having me connect them, they're watching them and they're finding things in common, and they're really, it's hitting home for them too. Like, hey, I heard you had a tough time this time, and this is my story too. And it's really hitting home for them too. So it's kind of been a fun niche that way.
Yeah. Well, and it just, speaks to the power of the platforms and what we're doing, in terms of shining that light. So
some of those people that have even been on, the stories haven't been easy.
Yeah, it's true.
And those have been some tough ones, but everybody, like I said, everybody has a story to tell, and you never know what those stories are. And that's
why we have the tissue box right here. So.
Yep. And that's
always got to be prepared.
Yep. And I know I've had my stories to tell, and I know you have stories to tell. So you always have to be intentional. Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
Just to track back real quick too, in terms of like, personal stories and stuff.
Yeah.
I just want to, in regards to your work, business development officer and for Sun Control, but that, and we do the podcast out of that and stuff too. And in terms of building relationships, like what's your personal, like hope and desire, like going forward right now? Like what's really driving you right now?
I think my driving is my hope for the future, that everybody can understand and be open for communication. I think that that's really important, that there is a uniqueness in having an open relationship with everybody. That every single person out there does have a story to tell. And even if you're not on the same page, that you can have an open relationship with somebody, even if you don't agree with them about the same things.
Yeah.
And that you fully understand what they're saying, even though you might not agree with them. And that you can just still understand where they're coming from. So,
Right. Yeah. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. Fun question.
Yeah.
What's your favorite? I know the Minnesota's like favorite, what was that competition?
Your coolest thing?
Coolest thing in Minnesota. Yeah. And congratulations to Polaris, because
Yes.
they won that.
They won this year, and 3M Tape won last year. So, yes.
Iconic
Yes, very
Minnesota
iconic.
brands.
Yes.
For you personally, though, what is your favorite Minnesota brand?
Good question. Favorite Minnesota brand?
I mean, of course, it's our favorite store and everything is Sun Control.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
you, Mark.
Took that one away.
And Randy.
Yep.
But outside of that, like, what would be your favorite Minnesota brand?
Could I name one of our other sister locations?
Are they in Minnesota?
Yeah.
Okay, go for it.
So, well, it would be a tie then.
Yeah, true.
So it could be Bravo.
True.
It could be Elite.
True.
It could be Sun Control of Rochester.
I thought you were going Solar Solutions.
Nope, that's not Rochester.
Yeah, right.
So, yeah, it would be probably those three. It would probably be Bravo Protection Products.
Yeah.
It would be Elite Tinting and
Shout out, you guys are the
Graphics.
best.
it could be Elite Security and Glazing.
Yes, important work.
Yes. Or Sun Control of Rochester. Those would be probably the top.
Top three.
Yeah.
Okay, what about product? Like Minnesota product? You got,
Film.
film?
Yeah.
Film? Okay, we're sticking with Sun Control. So
Yep, Sun Control.
Yeah,
Sun
that's
Control
what it is.
Incorporated.
yeah,
Yes.
there we go.
There we go.
Exactly. Good. Wonderful.
So, time for your question.
Oh, geez, I'm nervous.
Are you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
It's going to be a tough one.
Okay.
What is your level 3 why?
Level 3.
So
why?
not just your main why, but you got to dig 3 levels deeper.
Okay. Well, I think there's there's the cliches and whatnot, that you have to work through with when answering some of those types of questions. But I think for me, as you know, but would love to share with all of you is I'm a father of 2 wonderful kids, and that, it really kind of all comes back to that, for me, right? Of just, okay, what am I doing? Why am I doing it? When I was younger, it used to be for me.
Yep.
And then, you find something like that, something like those people outside of yourself, that gives you purpose and gives you a reason to go above and beyond more and more. Right. And so, and that'd be my, philosophy that I'd love to share with, hey, you've got to find something outside of yourself to give yourself away to, because otherwise, you're just going to be, I think, spiraling, so
Yeah.
that's my 2 cents. But
Perfect.
yeah. Thanks for the question.
One more question.
Okay. I'm ready.
Okay. So behind the camera, when you see things that people comment on camera about people that are on camera, which they do all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, somebody looks this way. Hey, somebody says something that way.
Yeah.
How hard is it to not comment back?
That's a great question.
And then I'll give my answer to the question,
Yeah.
to being the one that's on camera,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. I'm strongly opinionated for sure. I'd say it's only like a real challenge when honestly, when it's something more funny,
Yeah.
when I hear something funny on the podcast that the guest says, and they made everyone laugh, and I'm over in my chair laughing,
Right.
and then I just want to like join in the fun,
Right.
but I'm like no I'm gonna hold off,
Yeah.
So that's honestly, it's like that's actually when it's hardest, is when they say something really funny,
Right.
But
Okay, now I'm gonna flip it. So
Okay.
when I'm a person that's on camera all the time and people critique, which
Mm.
they do,
yeah,
because that's
Who
one of
does?
the viewers. Yep, the viewers will always critique,
okay,
no matter what.
it's true, yeah,
And I've been a person that's been on camera a lot, and I always have been. So no matter what, the viewers always critique.
yeah,
You have to be a strong person,
yeah,
because no matter what, good or bad, they will always critique.
yeah,
Hey, you look great. Hey, you don't look great. Hey, something's funny. Hey, you say something all the time. But at the end of the day, I'm the person on the camera, right? So whether you're saying something good or saying something bad, hey, she looks thin. Hey, she looks funny, whatever it is. At
Yeah.
the end of the day, they're still seeing you on camera, right? So whether it's good or whether it's bad, they're still noticing. They're still seeing your page.
Yeah.
They're still on there. And sometimes the bad comments that they make get more people to your site than some of the good ones. So to me, I don't comment back because it's there. No matter what, you're going to have good people, you're going to have bad people, you're going to have people that'll make comments. So it is what it is. You have to be tough and you have to just take it for a grain of salt. Sometimes it's hard to take, but it is what it is. So for everybody that comments, you can keep commenting.
yeah,
I love y'all. It is what it is.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. What were you gonna ask something with that too?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what do you feel when you see, as a producer, as the person that's behind all the marketing,
Yeah.
do you feel that when you see bad ratings and you see things like that, how do you combat those?
That's a great question. First of all,
Because a lot of
we have no
businesses-
bad ratings.
Absolutely. I know, right.
No,
yes.
no, that's
But
a great
companies
question.
do, because you get like the Google reviews ups and downs, and sometimes people
right.
say, hey, what do you do with those, and how do those correlate and things like that?
Yeah. Well, that's a great question. We live in an AI world
Right.
that's being shaped by it, at least, it's
Right.
quickly overtaking. So, as we know, but now even I think at a more rapid pace, the authenticity, to bring
Right.
that word back in,
Yeah.
the authentic, human being recommendation and interaction is becoming even more important,
Right.
And so, like, I speak to that in regards to reviews, right? Like, those
Yeah.
have just become even more important, even for how AI is, like, going to recommend something to you. It's
Right.
like, okay, well, what do the most amount of people think about this? Okay,
Correct.
that's how they're going to, base their recommendation. I think what I really have to say is, I'm just, have always been very excited about the opportunity to be a producer on this podcast, and the fact that we're doing a podcast is so cool.
Yeah.
Because to your point, right? And I just think this as like a digital native, as
Right.
Gen Z, right?
Right.
People, like, you quickly saw as socials like grew up, there was like a population of people who were going to be posting a lot, because it just came naturally to them and they got a lot of positive feedback.
Right.
But you notice for like actually the majority of accounts on socials, they're generally like isn't posting, right? Like, you'll
Right.
see someone's personal page and it's like, yeah, they have an Instagram account with maybe like 4 or 5 posts, but
Yeah.
otherwise they're using it to just view.
Yeah.
I think the statistic for LinkedIn is like, especially, now as the younger generations join
They're
the
starting to
workforce,
join in. Yeah.
it's like
Yeah.
you've seen LinkedIn just explode.
Yeah.
Which is great, like to really have a professional
Business,
social network,
social,
right?
yep.
So but to see even on LinkedIn, right? I think I don't know the exact number, but I want to say generally around, it's like 10% of the people on LinkedIn are actually creating content
Yeah.
for LinkedIn, which we're part of that number, right? And
Yep.
the other percent, right, is just commenting and interacting, right?
Yeah.
And so it's like we, are being, we're being bold and taking
trying new things.
Right, trying
and
new
who knows
things.
What we're going to try tomorrow.
And putting stuff out there, and get it, and accepting that feedback, right? And so we're being bold. We're choosing to do that.
People are opinionated, and they can be opinionated.
And they're free to do that. Exactly.
And that's why we do what we do, and we hear all sides. And that's kind of why we do it.
And we'll take the things that we think, are instructive and we can't, because we have that attitude of we can get better, we can improve, and taking the things that are look, that wasn't out of good faith, and it's just plain mean, it's like water off,
it is what it is.
Doesn't matter.
Some people sit behind a computer and say what they say and do what they do.
Exactly. So and that I'd say is something we'd encourage you all to do too, right? Come be on the podcast.
Yes, we want you as a guest.
Come and even just, be a content, create content, share your voice, and be part of that, grow that percentage, right? Because it's important to your point earlier, right? In order for us to get to a place where we can all have that understanding of one another and understand where people are coming from,
have
and
those
their
open conversations,
having
hear
them
every side of the story.
Exactly. Right. We're only going to do that through people being bold and having those hard conversations.
Well, and I like the ones where we're able to sit down and communicate. I tell my kids, I've got 3 kids of my own, kind of a blended family of a total of 7 kids, but I tell all of them to sit down and have those conversations, right? If there's somebody you think you don't agree with, or you aren't sure where they come from, have an open conversation. Sit down, even if you don't agree with them, listen, understand, let them share what they want to share, so you can at least understand their side, even if you don't agree with it.
Yeah.
No matter what it is, just try to understand, try to let them speak and listen. Yeah.
Right.
It's I've learned so much from this podcast.
Same.
Even the guests that have come on and I'm like, this is going to be an interesting one. I'm super excited. Or, I'm not sure about this. Having them come on and share their in-depth stories and where they've come from has been world changing. It's been so amazing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Especially, whether it's insights or whatnot. I'm over there taking notes in the corner as I'm recording everything. So
and I know most of the guests that have come on have never done a podcast before.
Yeah.
And they're so nervous. They're calling me and texting me the day before or nights before and Karissa, I'm so nervous. Or and I know myself the night before, they're always how did you know what to ask? I'm I'm doing my research just like you are. I'm trying to learn about you before. So if I'm sending you a form or I'm searching your pages or doing what I'm doing, I'm trying to figure out what to ask and doing my research too. So it's fun.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, I guess there's 2 things I wanted to hit.
Yes.
We've got a 2026 event coming up.
Yes, we do.
Do we want to publicly speak about that now, or just say?
Yes, of course.
Okay, I'll hand that over to you.
Yes. So on April 22nd in 2026, we are going to be doing our 2nd annual Sun Control Expo. Super excited. We did it in 2024. We had probably about 450 people here.
Wow.
We had about 20 vendors. We are going to try to double it this year. I'm super
excited. Go big or go home.
They're giving me about 6 months to put it on, which was probably about 5 months more than I had last time. So let's do this. We're going to be rolling out. We're going to be doing residential and commercial contractors and vendors. You'll be starting to get all of your flyers. I'm going to start sending everything out. We'll be doing the same thing, the golf simulator, for chances to win prizes. We'll have food here. We're going to have microphones here. We're going to have information about being guests on our podcast. It's going to be so exciting. And we're going to be having some extra special stuff that we're going to be telling you about.
Yes. So stay tuned for that.
Yes.
Wanted to officially announce that. And then,
yep. April 22nd, 2026.
Mm-hmm. And
2 to 5.
Wherever you follow us, you'll be able to, we'll have some links for you to RSVP.
And you're going to see a lot of emails from me. And it's RSVP to me. So be prepared. Lots of emails.
Be prepared.
Yep. And it's going to be on Eventbrite. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Awesome. Well, the last thing I wanted to, it's not a full announcement because I'm just alluding to it more so.
We need a drum roll.
Yeah, a little drum roll. So we're going to have a very special guest announced. This is a person. We're gonna announce his name, and not right now, but
soft rollout maybe sometime soon.
So stay tuned.
Ooh.
You'll see him.
A surprise.
Yes.
Yes.
Like the next 2 weeks, for sure you'll see him before Halloween.
Super exciting. Yep.
Super exciting. We've been working on this for a bit now, and it's
gonna be exciting.
Yes, like very fun.
We've been working on getting him on.
Yes.
Getting him out. Yep.
Exactly. Just getting him up to speed, teaching him everything, and so. Stay tuned for that. You're not gonna want to miss it. So
it's gonna knock them out of the park. They're gonna be
absolutely
so excited.
Out of the park. Yeah, it's gonna be so good. So
wow, amazing.
Awesome. I think that's all I have. Did you have anything else? Any closing?
Yes. If you want to be a guest on our podcast, get a hold of us, Karissa Dunham, John Brickweg. But we do need to have you be a guest. More importantly, watch our podcast, YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and follow us on our socials. Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn. And or just shoot us an email, info@ShiningLightOnMinnesota, or follow us both. We're both on all the socials, Karissa and John Brickweg. See you guys later. We really appreciate all of you guys. Bye.
Thanks, Evan. Perfect.
Yep.
Thanks, Karissa.
Yeah, that was
a lot
easy.
of fun.